We're back. AI Trading Futures. She's got me in a trade here, y'all. We're just bouncing around these lower EMAs. We needed to pop down. I bought it on the break of this previous candle here, and my pour, look at that, how much slippage I had. And so we're in full lots, some full margin right now. 30 is what my full margin is. And so we're trying to wait and see how this is going to work. Waiting to see how this is going to work out, whether we're going to lose on this or not. Up pretty big today, $15,330. There's your wins today. Biggest loser, $231. Biggest winner, average, $230 losers. Average winners, $414. 66.06%, because I DCA'd on that deadgum loser. And each time you DCA, it hurts your percentages. So let's see what's going to happen on this trade here. Underwater right now, but I'm getting signals from AI that I should be okay. Let's see. It's coming our way now. Here comes a little selling volume. Pretty sure that over on the book map, we got some liquidity. We're below that liquidity, so we got enough room to drop down below here. Let's just see if we do this to get out. Try to get out with $1,000 winner or something like that. You know what they say, my old mentor, K.C. Lam, L-A-M. It's the way it goes. First your money, second your clothes. Looking like a flat top breakout coming here. It's not what we want to see. Not what we want to see, chat. Would y'all please like and subscribe, send your friends, download my free guide. All right, above the EMAs, if we break above this right here, I'm going to have to cover, y'all, on a closing basis of that body. All right, I got to cover. I had to cover. Nothing else I can do. Let's wait for another entry. All right, that was a big loss. That negated several $1,000s of our winnings today. Here we go, though. She's taking off. You got to love the markets. Little head and shoulder looking action. Let's wait and take a stab. Right back. Nice boner candle. Got a twin tower coming, right? Let's see what we got. We're going to go ahead and do. She still got me on full lots. Says we're going to make it back. Let's see if that's true or not. No buy signal yet. Here's your double top. She's not saying anything yet. She's saying neutral. I got no signals from her yet. No signals. Okay, just got a break signal. I guess that means a break of the previous candle's wick. And it's on the short side. So I'm going to take a short right here. If we break this candle's wick to the downside, here it comes right there. All right, I took it. I took it with the volume. Going that direction. So try to take $1,000 out here. Let's see. Previous wick. Either she's right or she ain't. Ooh, that almost stopped me out right there. Got a lot of buyers coming in here. I'm just going to let it run. We're definitely in an uptrend, and I'm shorting, so that might be a problem, right? Break of the VWAP, a little test of the VWAP, and we're still continuing up. I don't know. Let's just see here. Where are we at? 25,100. Holy moly. Some kind of news came in, chat. Let's wait. I'm not going to let that stomp me out. That's some kind of weird deal. That could be run all the shorts out of town. That was such a huge spike. I would like to have been long on that. Would have loved to have been long on that. But let's just see. Let's see if that's negated. Right there, we just took out a lot of shorts because their prop firm people's, the prop folks would have, stops would have hit. A lot of people complaining about that one. Not me. Been around it long enough to know that that's the way it goes. First your money, second your close. That volume went right away. So somebody came back from lunch. What time is it? So 1:43. I should start saying 2 o'clock New York time. So 1 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock New York time before we take any trades. Because we've been chopped around here because of lunch. And I'm doing it to cut the videos. And I'm doing it so people don't think I'm editing videos. I always win. It's not true. I'm give away half my money today. Let's see what we can do here. We got to get down here around this 097 level to break out of this trade. Did not panic. We're not panicking here. But if I lose this one at this levels, that's going to put me down to only a couple $1,000s on the day, and I was up. It's up pretty good bit. 15,330, and I now have $4,147 in losses, and then commissions, $2,600 in commissions. Here it comes, coming our way. Let's get down there and try to make that 1,000 that we were just trying to eke back that loss from earlier. See what happens. See if it's going to drift down or going to lose. I'm putting in lower lows on the 30-second candle. Let's jump up there to the 5. 5 had that whipping tail. It should come down. We should be okay here. Should be okay. I'm riding with it no matter what. That big spike right there did wipe out a bunch of people. Now people start taking profits, and it should come on down. Let's get it on down. We don't want to take a loss here. So we can lose that 10 EMA. Battling at the 5 and 10 right there. Let's get it down there. Want to just come down to the bottom of the channel. That's your target, be the bottom of the channel. Look how many times it's done it. It's come down to the bottom of the channel many times. So we just wait this out. See if we can't get it down to the bottom of the channel. This is AI trading futures. We're using AI Grok 4 specifically. And the main reason we're using Grok, you can use whatever you want to set up your Pythons and your Zapier and your JSON and all that stuff, your scripting. Use whatever you want. I like to use Grok because, here we go. Let's see if we can get some green. I like to use Grok because it is, come on, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let this thing run into the bottom of that channel. I use Grok because it can real-time check Twitter simultaneously. Oh, you know what? I don't have that feed turned on. I bet something happened to make that big wick right there. And I don't have the Twitter feed plugged in today. I'm trying some different things. All right, I want to see some green, take some green. We've been in this trade too long. And so let's just get it down there. Let's let it settle off down to the bottom of the channel. It just lost all moving averages. That doesn't mean it won't turn back on you, but you've lost your moving averages. Should come on down. We should see some green, take some green. I'm watching it now. More than that, more than that. Come on, baby. How about right there? So I wanted to get that $1,000 for you, chat. I just got that $1,200. So we're 17,580 on the day. Excellent day. I had a couple of big losses there. It's trading a stupid lunch, but that's okay. I'm still 75.53. That sucks. That sucks. After commissions and the losses, I'm only at 75.53.60. All right, that's okay. Hey, we'll take it. Yesterday was a stellar day. If you watch those videos, 15,000 some change. And today I had more winning trades, but I had way bigger losers today. Average losing trade on now is 536. So I don't like this day with respect to my ratios. Average losing trade 536. Average winning trade 962. Ain't bad, I guess. You want a 2-to-1. 65% won. Had one break even. So I'll take it. I'll take it. AI Trading Futures, would you guys please like, subscribe, send your friends, comment down below. Let's create a community and talking and stuff like that. And and I'll answer everything I can. If I haven't answered you on something, it's because I'm just busy and don't see it. Just send me a DM, send me a private message. I'm over on X at AI Trades Futures because I couldn't put trading futures because it made it too long for their rules. So it's AI Trades Futures. You can send me a message over there. I'm on Instagram. AI Trading Futures. And of course, YouTube Shorts, AI Trading Futures. Send me messages. Got any questions? I'll help you as much as I can. I do two things. I trade futures and have been for a long, long time. I say a long, long time, for almost 2 years, but I've been trading options and leveraged stocks and ETFs since 2008. I've only been on futures about a year and a half or so, just because, I just want to get in and make money and get out. Now we're about holding a position and all that. But on my portfolio, I accumulate shares of companies that I like, and I buy them on daily RSI dips. And then I buy 100 shares at a time minimum, or I don't buy it at all. That way I can sell a covered call against those positions. And we'll be talking about that on the channel too. And I try to help everybody greatly enhance their portfolio with what you have. You have to have 100 shares to sell one lot, right? But anyway, we can talk about that. I can't give you advice. I'm not a professional. I'm not licensed to do any of this stuff. So technically this is for entertainment, but I am showing you what I do. Doing pretty good. I'm 56 years old. I haven't worked in over 6-7 years. I'm trading the markets every day, and I'm not actually bald. I have to shave my head for these hats to fit. So anyway, I trade the markets every day. And one of my buddies says, "Man, you help so many people. Why don't you just start doing a YouTube channel?" I said, "Why not? Maybe help some kids go to the other side, or youngsters or retirees that don't know you can sell covered calls against your positions." Back in the day, I was CBOE trader. And during the financial crisis, I lost my construction company. And my buddy says, "Jim, you'd be a great trader. Why don't you come trade with me?" So I traded with him. Mike, thank you, Mike. I know you're probably watching these videos. Thank you. You changed my life, man. And yeah, they make a lot of money living down here at the beach, 30A in Emerald Coast, Florida. When the pandemic hit, had enough wherewithal, which means I had a laptop, and I always traveled where I had an internet connection so I could make money. Bookkeeper, she's usually sitting here, but she's at the doctor's. My wife, Terry, she's a remote bookkeeper. She's an accountant. She's CFO level brain. So are my kids. But anyway, we decided to do an RV trip. We wound up thinking it was going to do a few months. Then we thought it was going to do a year. We wound up doing 29 months in our RV, going everywhere, from the tip to Alaska to the Keys, to Guadalajara, to not Guatemala, but Guadalajara, to everywhere. We did everywhere in our RV. And that totally changed our lives. And during that time, we just traded. And then this is when, and then AI started to become prevalent. I said, what if I took everything I know how to do and run it through AI and ask AI to critique me? And during those endeavors, and during that inquiring about that, AI says, "Do you have any training books?" Because we talked about a training book, whether it's valid or not. And I said, yes. She goes, "Well, you could scan that in." And then that evolved into, wait a minute, all these YouTube gurus, if you look in the description of their videos, they have the little transcript button. So I said, what if I hit that transcript button? Can I copy and paste all that? You can on your laptop or PC. So I started copy and pasting. Over 80 million characters I've copied and pasted. And that's just from the people I trust and respect. I got rid of a lot of yahoos, these 20-year-old kids trying to sell you something on Discord. A lot of them can't trade their way out of a wet paper bag. They certainly don't know how to trade their own money. That's why they're pumping all those prop firm stuff to you. But anyway, and that's what I did. So this channel is everything derived from AI. And you don't have to keep watching my channel. I hope you do. I hope you do. But you certainly can just go out to all your favorite traders, copy and paste their transcripts into AI, and tell it to give you the most commonalities of what these 9 different traders said. Here is 3 months of 5 days a week, their transcripts to you. What's the most common indicator? What's the most common trade setup? What do I do here? When do I not trade? You just start asking questions and develop your own guidebook. Or you can download mine. Mine's free. Mine is the end result of all that work, and it's evolving. I'm loading up transcripts every day. When we get done with this recording, I'm going to go out there and grab Pat Whelan, Matt Cowart, Michael Schwartz, Alpine, and Trades with Mats. And sometimes I get Tori Trades. I've caught her. And anyway, I'm trying to lean toward the people that the probability from back testing, because once it spits me back out, this is what you should do. And it tells you, like the open, the mid-morning, the late morning, what you do during lunch, early afternoon when volume comes back, power hour, right? Post-market, if you're trading futures, what's the play based on the last print. AI tells me all of that. I don't have to do it anymore. It's telling me on probability wise what to do. And I've been making more money than I've ever made trading in my life. In fact, I've been making more money than I've ever made in my life. It's been crazy because I was a 7-digit guy and my construction company was going. Watch some of the past videos, or if you want me to tell you about it, ask me in the comments about my Department of Defense driving instructor. And I'm a retired professional race car driver. I raced Mazdas for 14 years and been road racing since I was a kid, go-karts and everything. I've won 3 major championships. 1 as a driver, 2 as a team owner. The Global MX5 Cup Series. If you go to IMSA, look up Global MX5 Cup Series, I'm the founder. I don't care what Wikipedia tells you and all that leftist garbage. I'm the founder. You call Mazda and ask them who founded the series. It's me. And so anyway, and I made a lot of money doing all that. I made 7 figures. My construction company, roofing, was roofing in 7 states, doing restaurants in 7 states, and went bankrupt in that business because who would have thought all restaurants would be closed at one time, right? They were. All restaurants were closed at one time because of the thing called a pandemic that we can talk about. And I lost all my clients all at one time. So $8 million a year in business out the window. But that's okay. Company had to go bankrupt, recovered. But now on a personal income, what I'm going to be paying tax on, I'm making more money than I've ever made. And so can you. I can't give you advice and tell you anything. I'll just show you what I do. And then you guys can add that to something you know. And then you could go out and get your own transcripts from the traders that you like and build your own system. That's all I've done. I built my system that suits my psyche. All of my friends say, Jim, you could hold those. They do this. Jim, you could have switched to your ASHI candles and look at that run. Well, see, guys, I'll do 30 contracts right here and get out of my 30 contracts right there. You know, it takes 30 times $500 in your cash account, plus whatever you think you're going to lose. So when I was in 30 a few minutes ago in these trades you're watching, and I went to $5,000 and $6,000 and lost, and you take 6,000 divided by 500, right? So you got to have $12,000. You got to have $12,000 to handle that. Look at this. We're missing a trade right now. Chat, we just missed that. Look at that breakdown. That's a flat bottom breakdown. We love these trades. And I got a signal over there. FBB, flat bottom breakdown. She just gave it to me, and I'm talking to y'all, and that's okay. Hey, there'll be another trade, but right there, you make your money. So you could put your order in at the bottom of these wicks, because look, it's kind of tight range, and then you watch your volume profile, your volume pressure, and then if your volume pressure goes your way, then you leave that trade on. Otherwise, you could just hit cancel trade. You don't want to be in those trickle-down trades, okay? You don't want to be where it's like, because when it's trickling down and the volume is low, like look, we're below 2 million, below the average of the day, then any market maker could just be, I'm putting on a trade, and boom, damn thing will spike up like that spike right there, excuse my language, or spike down and catch you by the boo-boo. And so you don't want that, okay? All right, this video is going way long. This is a good video, though, for training and everything. Thank y'all for being patient with me. 17,580 on the day. I will take it. But just so you know, only 75.53 made between losses and commissions. Commissions today is $4,233. Bloodsuckers. I'll leave you with this. Ambulance chasers, which means lawyers, and just basically all of them, even constitutional lawyers who think they're benevolent, they're swines. They take advantage of everything. I got them on retainer because I got to have them for different businesses. I'm not going to say anything else. And Mr. Kirk, I love you, but that's how I feel, and you know how I feel. And then the second is used car sales guys. Now, they get to be a better rap. They have actually cleaned their act up, since the days of buy here, pay here, 40% commission, wanting people not to make their notes, and then, not do their own doing. But, I'm a car guy. I know you could buy one car that was not wrecked but flood it, and buy one car that is wrecked and use these parts to fix this one and wash the title. I understand it. So used car salesmen, mainly people rebuilding salvage cars and getting away with it. And that's kind of going by the wayside because DOT has cracked down on all that in the last decade or so. But I still rank them up there because that's their mentality. No offense to all, John, no offense to my used car sales buddies. I did it for a decade. I just didn't do it the way some of you do it. And then the next one is brokerage firms taking these huge commissions from us. We'll show you something. Don't like showing my account numbers. Let me just do this. I'll leave you with that. Trade fees and commissions. That's the commissions I paid today on 17,580 in wins. I'm going to switch to Interactive Brokers because they have a plan where if you guarantee them $1,000 in fees a month, you get high frequency. Well, hell, I do 1,000 in a day. You see what I did today? I do 1,000 a day easily. You know, today I'm 4,042.33 in commissions today. And so I'm going to do that. I'm moving all my money to Interactive Brokers. And well, I say, oh, I got to leave a little bit with Ninja because my API from XAI, that's the AI trading platform, right? This is who we are, AI Trading Futures. All of the stuff she watches, she has to attach to NinjaTrader. I'm thinking about it. Maybe she can attach to Interactive Brokers. I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet. So if that's the case, then I'll eliminate that. But with what I spend with NinjaTrader and all that, I get my data feeds and things for free. And so, so that's a big help. Oh, it saves you $30 a month, Jim, to give them $4,000 of your money. Sorry this went long. I hope you got something out of it. Please like, subscribe, send your friends, make some comments, follow me over on X. The links are also below. I'm not selling anything right now. I'm giving you away the setup guide. If the setup guide is not linked now, it's because I'm having back-end issues with the freelancers who are trying to help me set up the little email thing that's automatic to send you my setup guide. And I apologize if you ain't got it. It will be for free. Everything I do every day since 2008, then modified with AI, you'll get in that free guide. If you want help setting up AI, then I'm going to charge you for that course because that's a lot more work. I've got a lot of time invested in that. But I will tell you, you can just go to Grok AI and say, I want you to be my PhD level assistant to trade futures and to start that journey. And that's how I did it. And you certainly can do that. But if you don't want to reinvent the wheel, I will have a little course that tells you what Python scripting, gives you all my Pine scripts, gives you my Python scripts. Certainly you can write them yourselves. I had to write them. That's why I want to be paid for them. It gives you your Zapier setup. And one thing that you get when I start selling this is that I have had a lot of trial and error. So I already know what not to do. If you start down the road just quizzing and prompting Grok AI and buy yourself some AI tokens and plug in your news source and plug in your charts, you're going to have some growing pains. I'll just say that to you. And not that you can't do it because nothing is proprietary that I have, but it's been honed in from a big funnel of information, down into what I'm now using. And it can be a lot. Luckily for me, I have enough wherewithal financially that I could just not trade and live off of my savings while I was developing all of that. And this is growing into my reaction channel. So what we're going to do is we sit here a lot being patient and not making trades, right? So what we're going to do is grow this into a reaction channel. So when there's no trade signals going on, Grok, is going to give me the current breaking news, and I'm going to react to that breaking news from, my 56 years of being on this planet. There was a time when I had 1,100 employees at one of my companies, and so I have a little bit in the brain up there, and I'm making $40,000, $50,000, $80,000 a month trading stocks. I don't have to sell affiliates. I'm doing it on my own money. Okay, I know Pat and all those guys. I love them, bless them, but they make a lot of money selling affiliates, a lot of money. Pat does 2.1 million. He did 2.1 million last month, Pat Whelan, right? But he only did $140,000 in trade profits. Nothing wrong with 140,000, but I'd rather have the 2.1 million. So I am going to get into the affiliate game. That's why I'm trying to build this channel, is because I want something for my kids. And my kids, I can't teach my kids how to trade. Either you learn how to trade and you have a knack for it and you can do it, or you don't. It's like not everybody can throw a spiral football. Not everybody can achieve black belt in karate, which I am, in judo, that is. Not everybody can become an instrument-rated pilot. I am, right? Not everybody can become deep water diver or nitrate. I am, right? But there's other things people can do that I can't do. And so trading ain't for everyone. And so I say that to say this. I want to leave my kids something where they don't have to do the 9 to 5. I got a kid that's a manager at FedEx in Memphis at World Headquarters. And my youngest kid is a manager for Allstate World Headquarters. Both of them have MBAs. They both are data analyst type people, and they make a lot of money. They make more money than I ever made working for a job. They're not at 7-figure, but they way up there, man. but they got the grind. You know, they team meetings for their staff every morning and weekends. And yes, both of them are at the level where they're flying around on private, corporate owned jets. You know, my daughter runs the Southeast Asia. My son runs the whole Eastern United States. He's got all the big hitters in New York, Jersey, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and all that. And his team is everywhere, spread out everywhere. And so, and they get all these perks, but they still married, man. They so married to that job, and they don't make near the money that I make now. You know, I'm pushing 40 grand this week, even with those 7,000 in losses. I mean, this $7,000 a small day for me today, and I'm pushing 40 grand. So here, I'll just tell you what my winnings are before this thing gets too long. Damn this video. So 6,600, 13500, 15888, and then today I'm at 7553. $43,541 on the week after commissions. So I made Ninja Trader a fortune. But anyway, you know, that's nothing to sneeze at. But, you know, that's still Pat, who sells affiliates over at the BDH, Big Dick House. Excuse my language. I think his name's Richard. So it means the Big Richard House. I didn't mean that for that to sound vulgar. It's not vulgar. His name's Richard. They call him Dick. So he's over at the Big Richard House, and he did 2.1 million last month, and he's averaging $1.5 million. Okay. And so getting back to my story, and I'm gonna let you go. All of us need to try to leave something to our kids and grandkids. I got 2 beautiful granddaughters. I can't teach them how to trade, but maybe I'll have a protege or someone come along in the community that's younger, that's a whiz at it and can trade and be profitable. And I can hand over the trading aspects of the business to them. And we could build something together where we could leave it together. And that's why I'm going to get into, I decided to build a channel and get into this and start selling the affiliates. Anyway, way long tube video, 27 minutes. Peace out. Love y'all. Please like and subscribe. Download the free setup guide. If it's not there, keep coming back. I will have it there. You won't be disappointed. And by all means, load all the transcripts you want into your favorite AI and let them spit out what the most common high probability setups are. Memorize them, paper trading, and then the cheapest eval accounts until you pass them. Meaning you pass an eval, you get a cash account, you make money on that, and they send you a check. At that point, you're probably going to be ready to go ahead and use your own money. I can't give you advice to say that. This is just entertainment, but that's the path that I took. All right, take care.